it appears that you are all frustrated. Let's see what you all had to say on IDMB. Sleepin_Dragon remarked, "This is another Disney flop, quote unquote. As a 100th anniversary celebration, this was seriously below par. Given Disney's recent, dreary output, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this was woeful. It felt as though they'd borrowed bits of Disney classics and bolted them together as a kind of eco-friendly Frankenstein. It doesn't manage to spark into life arguably the most forgettable Disney characters to date." Chen P54708 had a lot to say why he both likes and dislikes Wish. Quote unquote, "In the past few years, I haven't really been big with Disney's recent animated movies as well. I did like Soul and Raya and The Last Dragon. The other works like Luca, Encanto, Lightyear, Strange World, Elemental and Turning Red, I wasn't really big on. Wish, being the 100th anniversary for Disney, manages to be bland and boring at its best. Throughout, the animation is solid as there are some good colors, solid structures and designs. There are some good musical instrumental backgrounds as well. I do appreciate that the story isn't based on a sequel, remake or something that already exists and Disney tries to introduce new characters and settings. But the issue is that the narrative is way too familiar from other stories and it lacks the creativity, energy and charm of the good old Disney princess movies, which makes it pretty difficult to fully engage with emotionally or to care for. The lack of energy and bland style causes the characters to not be investing as well, since none of the characters were engaging or interesting at all. However, the voice performances from the cast members are pretty good. Ariana DeBose and Chris Pine both provided really good voice performances. Including Alan Tudyk, as Tudyk is great as usual with his voice works. Lepidopterus_ did mention Wish was a bland, uninspired, and formulaic missed opportunity that also fell under TikTok's crosshairs, quote unquote. This movie was boring AF. The first song is pretty and I appreciated the chalky animation that appears inspired by the Puss in Boots sequel. Beyond that, I was bored to tears. The plot is beat by beat, the villain is pure formula and paper thin, and they don't invest in any running gags or in enriching any side characters. It's as if they had to reach a deadline, so put in the minimal effort necessary to get it finished, which left us with a hollow movie devoid of any magic, held together only by its mind-numbingly predictable narrative. I feel bad for those who worked hard on this film, because this could have been a good movie if the studio just took the time to fill it with personality and character. Instead, Wish is a pretty lifeless addition to the Disney canon.